Tosh, as I read it, this translates as follows. You're a good copper, but you're fat, unfit, and unambitious. Now, would you say that was a fair summary?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Constable. I think this young lady was before us.
Can I help you, love?
No. Thank you. I can wait.
You quite sure?
That's very kind of you. We shouldn't be too long, should we, Constable?
It's the unambitious bit I object to. Like it's a crime or something. Well, all the ambitious people I know are either divorced or separated or over the side. They've risked their lives for the job. Well, I am not prepared to sacrifice my family for that. They suffer enough as it is.
But they wouldn't want to see you dropping dead from heart failure, would they? So how about losing a bit of weight, eh? Just for the family?
But this was weeks ago now. It might be nothing to you, young man, but it's been a very unpleasant experience for us, I can tell you.
I haven't slept properly since it happened. We've had to move into my sister's flat while she's away. I can't bear to be at home.
Yeah, well, I'm very sorry to hear that, Mrs. Cleveland.
No, you're not. You're just sorry we keep coming in. Well, we have every right to come in, and we shall continue to come in until we get satisfaction. We're ratepayers.
We want to see a detective.
Yeah, one of the inspectors. Here we are. Lines. Does that name ring a bell?
Well, what do you say? You been cast yet? I don't actually think it's all that funny, Gov.
Look, I'm not going to flatter you, Tosh. It was an honest assessment. If you don't like it,
Are you unhappy with the work I do?
you're getting touchy in your old
Well,
age.
are you?
Leave it. There you are. You've got something better to do.
Yeah, DC lines.
Clearing up after the chimps' tea party.
Kath, you won't forget that meeting this afternoon, will you?
What time is it?
2:30. You okay?
Never better.
Mr. Lyons, isn't it? About time, too.
Is there something wrong with Kathy Marshall today, or is it just me?
I don't know.
So we've been screened out, have we? Not enough points. I do know about these things.
We don't do that anymore.
I mean, you're actually doing something about our case.
We are looking into it, yes.
Why hasn't anyone been round?
Well,
Well, yes, that's not good enough. Not only did they break into our house and steal many of our most treasured possessions, they also covered the walls in graffiti. This Z, Mark of Zorro, whatever it is they call it.
yes, I do know. I was there.
This gang has stuck elsewhere, so if you're not going to do anything about it, we victims will organise ourselves into a pressure group and force you. Do I make myself clear?
Sarge.
But you...
Whatever it is, dear, don't expect them to do anything about it.
If you ever do that to me again, I'll hang you out of a top floor window by your pickled walnuts. Understand?
What's going on here? Yes, sir. Can I help you, love?
It's all right.
Yes, Sarge!
Right, can I have a word? Sir? I don't want to preempt this week's meeting, but are we making any headway with this Zorro posse?
Not exactly, sir, no.
That's a shame.
Mind a step. You all right?
What's going on?
Passed out in the front office.
Shouldn't you be in the surgeon's room?
Oh, come on, Kath.
All right.
I'm sorry, this is really very, very embarrassing.
No, that's all right, don't you worry. Would you like some water? Kath?
Yes, thank you.
Would you like to tell us why you came in?
I don't want to bother you. I shouldn't have come, should I? I've been enough
No,
trouble
no,
already.
you're
all right,
right.
here. Have a
It's
drink.
all right. No, you just stay there. You don't have to tell us.
There's probably nothing. I was attacked by a man, that's all. I expect it happens all the time.
Did he actually,
No, it's not rape.
anyone you know? Do you feel well enough to talk about it?
I suppose so. If you think it would do any good.
Kath, can you stay with her? I'll go and get a WPC.
June?
Sorry?
You doing anything?
Not particularly.
Well, we've got a woman in the office. She's been attacked. She's not raped, but she's pretty shook up. I think it's genuine. Do you think you could sit in with Tosh?
Sure.
Great.
Oh, June. This is Julie.
Julie. June Ackland. How are you feeling?
Oh, I feel a bit better now, thank you.
Ah, that's good. Can I just sort something out? Why didn't you call us straight away on Saturday night?
I don't know.
Anyway, it doesn't matter now. You're here.
I felt stupid, all right, that's all. It was a stupid mistake. It shouldn't have happened. I should have got a taxi. I should have gone home earlier.
It's all right.
I know it sounds daft, but I've got to ask. What were you wearing?
You mean, was I wearing a see-through top and a slash leather miniskirt?
Yeah, that sort of thing, yeah. You see, we've only got to get a man in court, and his defence brief's sure to ask. That's the first thing he'll do. And all we need is a senile old judge, and he'll get off. No, we don't want that, do we?
I was wearing an old duffel coat over a dowdy, calf-length, floral print dress. I looked like a junior school teacher.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a junior school teacher.
Sarge, can I see you now?
Just talk us through it. There's plenty of time. No rush.
It was just before midnight. I got the night bus to the corner of Rowlands Avenue and I cut through Mortimer Road. I didn't hear him at first, but I knew someone was following me. I could feel him staring at me. It was very dark. There aren't many street lamps round there. I walked faster. He walked faster too. So I crossed over. As I did, I looked round and I saw him on the other side. I turned the corner into Park Road. I was almost home and he just...
Are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine. Thank you. He just hit me. He was running. I didn't hear him till he was right behind me. He pushed me over hard. I was on the pavement, on my face. I couldn't breathe. He must have been kneeling on my back. He shoved his hand in my mouth and told me to shut up, not to scream, that he wasn't going to hurt me. I thought there were two of them there. But he kept talking to this bloke called Stanley, like he was right next to him, very quietly. Come on, Stanley. Then I realised it was his knife.
Well, it's things like this morning that get me. That girl. You say I'll go and find a WPC to help her. That's my job. That, not shuffling bits of paper.
Well, look, I'll be honest with you. I'd be happy to have you back on the relief. I mean, God knows we're short-staffed enough, and you're an experienced copper. But it's not my decision. It's down to the boss. So what I suggest you do is go away, think about it, and if you still feel the same, see what he says.
I will.
Any kind of description you can give us will help.
But I didn't even see him.
What about when you cross the road? You saw him then, didn't you?
Oh, I suppose so. He was wearing a hat. Yes, I remember. A black woolly hat.
Was he short or tall?
Oh, I don't know.
Well, do you reckon he was shorter or taller than me?
Shorter.
Right. I'll put him down as very short then. Hey, come on. Come on, now stop it. Come on. Stop it.
He said he was going to kill me. He kept calling me a filthy slut. Slut! He kept on
one you're looking for. You start at that end. I'll take this block.
I hope you're not thinking of getting any overtime in the next 6 months to feed that army of infants of yours. Unless, of course, you fancy helping out on this Zorro case. Brownlow's getting stick over it. It's about the only thing we're going to be allowed to pursue.
Glove, look at this.
What?
Ackland Avenue, Dorset Road, Sandringham Road, and now on Saturday night, Park Road. All attacks on women.
So?
It's the same bloke, Gov. Listen. Slut. He called me a slut repeatedly. Filthy slut. He had a knife, craft knife, a Stanley knife. Black hat, black hat. He's been staring us in the face. I couldn't give a toss about budgets, Gov. I just want to get this lunatic before he kills someone.
That's my flat up there, first floor.
Can you show me where it happened?
If you like. It's over here.
Thanks. I'm sorry to keep going over it, but I think we've got a really good chance of nicking him.
You think so?
Yes. But not if you hadn't come to see us.
I don't see what difference it makes. I've hardly told you anything.
It all helps.
It's here, this corner. Doesn't look much in daylight, does it? I had to walk past on my way to come and see you. It made me shiver.
Look, do you want me to get June to stay with you for a bit? Just for company?
That would be nice, yes, thank you. Thanks for listening.
It's all right. That's what I'm here for.
Frankly, I'm not interested in whether you think you're the wrong person for the job. I need something more positive than that. This armed robbery that you dealt with when you were on the beat before, it shook you up, didn't it?
Yes, sir, but I'm over all that now.
Was that an act of foolhardiness or courage?
I don't think it was either, sir. I just thought I was doing my job.
But it shook you up and you needed a change. You needed to get away.
Yes, sir.
And now you need to get away again.
No, sir, I need to get back. I never thought of the LIO's job as permanent.
Really? Nobody told me that.
Sir, if you don't want me on the relief...
I didn't say that. I'll give it some thought.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be looking for you. You still interested in some overtime, then? Brownlow has definitely got it in for this Zorro bunch. He reckons 4 of us could crack it. A car and a van. You listening to me? You haven't been to see that bank manager again, have you?
I thought so. Gov, come and look at this. All attacks on women.
Oh, God, you're getting obsessed.
Ackland Avenue, Dorset Road, Sandringham Road, and now over the weekend, Park Road.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, but it gets worse. Now, if you go back a couple of years ago, Mortimer Road, 1 attack and 1 attempted. 3 years ago, Rochester Way, 2 attacks. It goes on and on and on.
And you think it's all the work of the same man?
Yeah, but listen. If you look at the crime books, the attacks take place at peaks of activity. I mean, every one of them, just when we're at the busiest. Answering lots of calls. I mean, it's almost like an inside job.
Well, I don't believe that for a minute.
Well, he might have a radio or something, a frequency scanner. Someone else tried to nick him before, but we've always had no manpower.
Yeah, we've got a fat chance now then, haven't we?
But listen, Gov, all the attacks take place in the same area. You've got the railway on one side and the cemetery on the other. It's a perfect place for a sterile area surveillance.
Oh, come on.
Listen, if you put the main obos here, here, and here, and the rest on these corners here, we can monitor everything that goes in and out of there. Nothing can move without us seeing it.
And how many men's this going to involve? 40? 50?
No, I reckon about 30.
9 to 5, is this?
Oh, come on, Gov.
Listen, I've just come from a meeting where they have been moaning about CID wasting money.
What, and you call this wasting money?
Look, things are tight. We've got too many crimes, too few people, and no money.
You going for a promotion, are you, Gov? Because it sounds like it.
I don't try and get smart.
What are you going to spend it on then?
We need results.
The Cleghorns. That's it, isn't it?
Now listen.
They come in here, they cause a bit of bother, and they go right to the top of the pile.
They are victims like everyone else.
I'll tell you about victims, shall I? I've spent the whole morning with a girl who's never done anything to anybody, who's never complained about anything. And then this man comes along, this maniac with a knife, and threatens to kill her. Her life lies in little pieces. Same as every other victim. Well, those who come forward. How many do you reckon that is? 3 in 10? Well, if you're prepared to give in to that without a fight, if you're prepared to let him go on attacking women, well, that's your business. Yours and Brownlow's, but it's not mine. Now, are you going to do something? Well, are you? Sir?
I would have stabbed him.
Here.
Thank you. I had an old hat pin in my handbag. Only I was lying on it, so I couldn't reach it.
Yeah, it's probably just as well you couldn't.
Why?
Because you could have got into a lot of trouble.
What, protecting myself?
The law states that you can do what is reasonably necessary to protect yourself. Offensive weapons are a problem.
He had a weapon.
I know.
I remembered something. I bit his hand.
Well, good for you. Most people just freeze.
Why didn't I remember that before? He had his hand jammed in my mouth and I bit it hard. I drew blood. Why didn't I remember that? It's so stupid.
It's probably shock.
Yes, come in.
Have a word, sir.
Yes, fine. Judy, could you look up? Thanks. Yes, what is it?
Lyons thinks he's detected a pattern in attacks on women in Sector D. He reckons it's the work of one man. It's similar to a case about 2 years ago. A man armed with a craft knife.
No, I don't remember.
Anyway, he thinks if we set up a sterile area, we could catch him.
More overtime. That's all you people seem to think about. How many men?
30 should do the job.
Well, you better leave it with me. Better still, why don't you get some facts and figures together for the meeting?
Right.
Personally, I'd rather you crack the Zorro posse first. One thing at a time, eh?
Right, sir. Well, he wants you to get some facts and figures ready for the meeting. That means no, doesn't it? Maybe, maybe not.
So at best we get a couple of blokes on it for a few weeks, eh? And that'll be it. I mean, how many more attacks does he want? I'll give you facts and figures.
Oi, come here. Who do you think you are, Batman? He's not going to give you anything if you go charging in there shouting at him. I should know. You've got to learn. You've got to play the game. Let him think he's boss. Let him win. Then give in gracefully. And next time, he'll give
And
you
next time somebody gets killed.
Look, if you want to do something useful instead of being a spoilt brat, you can plan out those obbos for the meeting, right?
Sir, I wondered, has Kathy Marshall been in to see you yet?
She has.
What do you think? What we could do with her? I mean, she made a good acting sergeant.
The day she was acting sergeant, nothing happened.
No, but she'd be good.
Well, I suppose Mr. Conway will have to find another LIO then.
Sir.
Oh, Constable. How nice to see we're being taken seriously at last. I can't remember telling you we'd moved here, but I suppose we must have done. It's temporary, of course, until my sister-in-law returns from holiday, but we had to get away. My wife can't bear to be at home. You understand, of course.
Of course.
Anyway, it's just as well that you appeared. I was about to complain about our treatment of the local paper. From what I read, your chief superintendent is highly sensitive to bad public relations. Am I right?
Yeah, Nicholas Jones, crime desk, is it? Hi, Nick. It's Tosh. Tosh Lyons from Sunhill. How you doing? Listen, can you do me a favour? Just one phone call.
How much longer is this building work going on?
I've no idea, sir. They don't talk to me. I've given up looking for that flaming site manager. He's never around anymore.
All right, I'll get it. Brownlow? Oh, yes, Marion, put him through.
Do you want me to,
Oh, it's all right, dear. Chief Superintendent Brownlow? Yes, we've spoken before. What can I do for you? Really? And where did you get this information? Well, for a start, it's inaccurate. I'm well aware of the situation, and action is being taken. No, I can't tell you the nature of the action without prejudicing the plan. And that applies to your proposed coverage. Do I make myself clear? I'm also a very good friend of your editor. All right? Good. Thank you.
Now, this one here is a Mr. and Mrs. Jackson. It's got a perfect view down Mortimer Road. This first floor flat here is Julie Gardner's. And this is the ideal operations base. There's a community centre. This first floor flat looks right down Bentley Road. Superb, brilliant view.
And what's the name of that one?
I can't remember.
I thought you made notes.
Oh, yes, I do remember, yeah. Cleghorn.
Oh, no, not them. Not the Cleghorns.
Yeah, they've moved temporarily.
I don't believe it.
Yeah. Put Ted Roach in there. He'll get on with them like an ass on fire.
This flat here should give us a perfect view down Bentley Road.
Who's in that one?
Roach.
No, I mean the occupants.
Oh, sorry, sir. I can't read lines he's writing. Anyway, with another couple of cars just outside the zone, that should be it. We may have to call in some extra manpower from outside the division, if that's possible.
Yeah, well, you'd have to. We can't spare that many.
Well, it's very interesting. Any comments, anybody? Any objections? Right. Saturday night and early Sunday morning seems to be the optimum time. I suggest we go ahead as soon as possible, like this weekend. That's if we can all be ready on time. I'll get on to area headquarters and rustle up some reinforcements. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. Frank, could I have a quick word?
Sir?
I just wanted to let you know that I decided to go ahead with this operation. The decision had nothing to do with a crude attempt at moral blackmail by a member of your department. I just want you to give them this message. If they try a stunt like that again, they're suspended. And if you don't get your rabble under control, the same might well apply to you. Clear?
Yes, sir. I've got some good news, and I've got some bad news.
He said no.
He said yes. It's on for Saturday, if we can set it up in time. That's the good news.
What's the bad news?
If you ever drop me in it like that again, you're out of a job.
No loss to the force, eh, Gov? Fat, unfit, and unambitious. Great.